Belmont. We see you've turned in to the first installment 2016 Belmont Broadcasting. I'm Timmy.
And I'm Catherine. We have lots of interesting stories today about everyday life at Belmont High School.
First was knowing Craft was what's new at BHS.
I'm sitting here today with coordinator of the Poetry Out Loud contest for BHS. Now, Miss Hamilton, could you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure. So, Poetry Out Loud is a national recitation contest. That means that students are participating in a contest where they have to memorize and recite 2 poems from memory. They're judged on a variety of criteria, and they have the opportunity to win scholarship money and go on to the regional, state, and national competitions.
So this is like anybody can join it?
Yeah, any student at BHS could participate. The event is being organized by the National English Honor Society group, but any student could be on stage reciting a poem.
All right. Where is this being held?
It's here at BHS. It's at 6 p.m. on Tuesday, February 16th in the CAF.
All right. And why are we having a poetry summit?
Well, we thought it would be interesting for students to have the opportunity to practice memorization and recitation. And it's a scholarship opportunity too. What's really cool too is that the judges are coming from outside of BHS, at least 2 of them are. One is a reporter from WMUR, Kristen Carosa, will be here to judge, as well as a teacher from Derryfield School. And Mrs. O'Connell as well, so a familiar face too.
Well, all right.
Thank you.
Today I have with me Mr. Hayes, who is the teacher of the new robotics program being held at BHS, and today we're going to ask him a few questions. The first question I'd like to ask is, what is robotics?
So robotics is a really hands-on course that we offer, and we also offer it as a club. But basically the students from scratch build a robot out of metal and then program it to do whatever it needs to do to accomplish a task.
Alright, so why is it such a good course for students?
It's hands-on, it's STEM-based. You learn a lot of great skills that transition directly into engineering-based programs or even like machining.
Here today I have with me Mr. McDonald, who teaches the engineering class at BHS. Now, today we're going to be asking Mr. McDonald a few questions about the engineering class. Like, what's it all about?
It's all about SolidWorks. It's all about designing something, learning how to put it into a software program, a CAD program, computer-assisted design program, and one we use is SolidWorks. And that program allows us to design parts, to engineer them, and even to create a file so we can actually print them.
And what's the 3D printer all about?
The 3D printer is all about taking a file, for example in SolidWorks. You design something, you create a file that the printer can understand. You massage it and scale it to do you want something bigger or smaller, and then you push print, and voila.
Well, nice.
You get a cup, you get a game.
And the last question I'd like to ask is, why is this such a good course for students?
I think one thing is it brings out creativity. It's an opportunity to create things, to learn a skill, which is out there. SolidWorks is industry standard in manufacturing and designing. So you have a lot of places that are using it. It gives you an opportunity to be creative and to make up your own things after you've learned the skill, and then to actually come up with some parts. Here we have Ethan has made an actual game, and all these individual pieces were designed in SolidWorks.
All right.
Little things such as a cup. I mean, you can't go wrong. It's a lot of fun.
Sweet.
Thank you, Logan.
Thank you.
Wow, that 3D printer sounds really cool.
Now let's go to Emily Vachon with our headline story on
Winter Carnival.
Thanks guys, this year's theme for Winter Carnival is Time Warp. Mondays dress up is 60s, Tuesdays is 70s, Wednesdays 80s, Thursdays 90s, Fridays class color. I've interviewed a number of kids and here's what they had to say. Alright Brianna, as a freshman, what do you expect to take place during Winter Carnival?
The human pyramid and the dance battle and the lip sync battle.
Yeah. Are you going to participate in the Time Warp dress up?
Maybe, I don't know yet.
Out of all the grades, who do you think is going to win?
The seniors.
As a new kid, what do you expect to take place during the week of Winter Carnival?
As a new student to Belmont, for Winter Carnival, I can only say it's the same thing as Spirit Week, and for that there tends to be a lot of dressing up activities, especially sports events that aren't really sports events, like the dizzy spins that you guys do. That I have done before. It's really nauseating, but it's actually kind of fun.
Awesome. All right. Are you going to participate in the Time Warp dress up?
For the Time Warp dress up, I would love to participate, but considering I just moved here, I don't have any of my costume stuff, so I won't be able to.
Yeah, that's cool. A lot of kids with their license leave. How do you think the numbers between freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors will stay?
When it comes to people staying after events, when it comes to people staying after events, I don't really think that having a license plays that much into it. Like, yes, it's convenient to have your own car and license and be able to leave as soon as possible, but there are also freshmen and sophomores that would be calling their parents and saying, hey, can you pick me up early, just for the hell of it.
Yeah. All right, cool. Thank you. Do you have your license?
Yeah, I do.
So do you plan on staying for Winter Carnival?
It's my senior year, so yeah.
What was your favorite event that has taken place?
Tug of war probably, because one of the more interesting ones to see who's stronger. Even if the freshmen win, it'd be funny to watch.
All right. Who usually wins the events, though?
I think the seniors usually do, because it's their last year, so they want that glory of winning.
Do you plan on dressing up for our Time Warp?
For most of them, yeah. I mean, I have my internship days, so I can't dress up on those days. But yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Josh, what grade are you in?
I'm a senior.
All right. Do you have your license?
You betcha I do.
Do you plan on staying for Winter Carnival?
Yeah, why wouldn't I stay? Of course I'd stay. Oh my god.
Well, a lot of kids leave.
Yeah, well, it's stupid.
All right. What's your favorite event that has taken place?
Favorite event? Lip sync or dodgeball? That's always fun to watch.
So the events change in the future?
No.
Are you going to dress up for Time Warp?
Yeah, of course.
You seem the most excited. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm very excited. No problem.
Hi, my name is Maddie LaCharity, and I'm excited for Winter Carnival.
Hello, my name is Haley Clough, and I'm also very excited.
All right, Maddie and Haley, do you guys have your license?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you plan on staying for Winter Carnival?
Yes.
Favorite events that have taken place in the past?
I like the group dance.
And I like the lip sync.
Very cool event. Should the events change in the future?
No.
No.
All right. Are you going to dress up for Time Warp?
Possibly.
Maybe.
All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. McNabb, what events do you remember happening in the past?
Oh, lots of different events. Floor hockey, dodgeball, different things like that, and lip sync, of course.
All right, what was your favorite activity?
I would probably say lip sync is probably the most interesting. People do a lot of different things. It's usually quite entertaining.
All right, will you be dressing up for the Time Warp, breaking out those old clothes from high school?
Well, if I fit into those old clothes from high school and I can find them, yes.
All right, that'd be cool.
That would be cool.
All right, that's all I got.
That's all I got, too. I tried.
Now start eating your greens, pumping iron, and doing pull-ups to get ready for the big week.
Winter Carnival will be from February 15th to February 19th. Make sure you dress up for Spirit Week.
Here at BHS, we have many talented students. Today we'll focus on one TJ Hennessey with a chance of a lifetime. That was Mary Hartford with a story on the DPS International Soccer Academy.
I'm here with TJ Hennessey, who will soon be playing soccer in England. How did the GPS International Academy find out about you, and how did they contact you after this amazing experience?
I have no idea how they found out about me, but I got an email one day after a tournament just telling me about the academy, and I was chosen to be a candidate to get in, and yeah, just applied.
Could you tell us more about the academy?
So I leave in August, and I go play for GPS International, and we play in the shadows of Wembley Stadium. what else? We're sponsored by Bayern Munich, and we play at Barnet FC Stadium. We do stuff in London. I go over and I have a host family who I stay at. That's within walking distance of the academy. And yeah, that's about the gist.
Okay. Are you nervous to be away from home for a year?
Yeah, a little bit, because I've always wanted to go to London, so like. But,
After the academy, what are your plans?
hopefully I can progress over there and come back and go to a Division I college.
Oh wow, TJ, that sounds really exciting. Can you really carry on?
Now, do you know what's trending in America today? Let's go to Chris Bartz with the story.
Hi, I'm Chris Bartz here to bring you a thing we call What is Trending. It's where we look at popular and trending things that happened last week. First up, we have Super Bowl 50, the big 5-0 here. That's a 5 and an O for those of you who are bad at math. It's very simple, so if you didn't get that... The Denver Broncos and the Carolina Panthers played at Levi's Stadium in San Francisco, California. You know, San Francisco. The place you hear about but never visit. Well, anyway, the Denver Broncos won 24-10, and Van Miller won MVP, Most Valuable Player, for those of you who do not know. Peyton Manning, whoever that is, also received his second Super Bowl ring. It was definitely a defensive battle. Alright, now we're moving on to some politics. Politics. Well, anyway, politics. I'm sure you're all well aware of Bernie Sanders, Donald Trump, and Hillary Clinton. Well, anyway, it happened Tuesday night, February 9th. Well, anyway, Bernie Sanders won 60.4% of Democratic votes. Donald Trump won 35.3% of the Republican votes. And Hillary Clinton was not far behind Bernie, getting 38% of Democratic votes. Next primary elections are happening February 27th for Democrats and February 20 for Republicans. Alright, now it's gonna go for some music now. I'm sure you all love music. Here's an artist that is into the genre of hip-hop and rap. Not the wrapping paper. Get that out of your head. Stop thinking about it. Well, anyway, it's called Kanye West. Never heard of him until now. Gotta figure. Well, anyway, he released a new album called The Life of Pablo. Released on Friday, February 12th. Up next, Valentine's Day. The thing that everyone either loves or loathes with a passion. Or they're just in their house playing video games, like I did. Well, anyway, you're either alone or loathed by your friends for having someone. It's Valentine's Day. That happened this Sunday. Could have sworn it was Saturday, but it was this Sunday. Valentine's Day on Sunday. Many people spend their weekends on what they were going to do with their loved ones. Or your brohams, as some of you would call it, or your cats, if you're alone and don't have anyone. I wasn't aggressive towards them, you just, Well, anyway, if you don't have a Valentine's, we hope you celebrated a Sad Singles Awareness Day. Because let's face it, they're everywhere! This has been Chris Bartz here to bring you what has been trending.
Now we have our last story of the day, the sports update with Nick Belanger.
Let's see how our sports are doing.
Just kidding, Maddie Hartford here with the sports updates. Here at BHS, indoor track and both the alpine and Nordic ski teams have ended their season. We had the chance to interview Alice Riley to give us her personal best record for indoor track. I'm here with Alice, record breaker for Belmont indoor track. What record did you break?
I broke the 3,000 record.
If you could describe your season in one word, what would it be?
Awesome.
What is your favorite memory of the season?
I really liked breaking the 3,000 record, but I also really liked winning 3,000 at D3 championships.
Has this been your best year?
Well, I'm a freshman, so I don't really have much to compare it to, but definitely comparing it to outdoor track in middle school, I've definitely come a long way.
Good job. Thank you. We also had the chance to interview Josh Scarponi. Okay, Josh, what grade are you in?
Senior,
And what sport do you take part in?
alpine skiing.
Do you enjoy it?
Yes.
If you could describe your season in one word, what would it be?
Fast.
What is your favorite memory of the season?
Going fast.
Has this been your best year?
Well, it's been my only year, so yes, my best year.
And there you have it. That's all the stories we have for this week.
I go home.
Timmy, they can't go home. They're at school.
Oh, yeah, right. And then get back to work.
Well, we'll see you next week.